Have you ever wondered what mysteries hide deep within the woods? For centuries, people have shared stories of a giant ape-like creature roaming the vast forests of North America. They call him Bigfoot or Sasquatch. This creature represents one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. It is the raw, untamed spirit of the wilderness. People are drawn to this legend because it connects us to the unknown. It reminds us that there are still parts of our world that are wild and unexplored. The call of the wild is strong, and the search for Bigfoot is a true adventure into the heart of nature itself. It's a challenge against the odds. The forest is more than just a collection of trees. It is a living, breathing world full of secrets. It is a place where you must rely on your instincts to survive. Every step takes you further away from the comfort of civilization and deeper into a realm governed by nature's rules. The air here is different. It's cleaner, fresher, and filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. This is the perfect environment for a creature like Bigfoot to remain hidden from the modern world. You have to respect this place. It can be unforgiving, but it is also incredibly beautiful and full of life if you know where to look. My mission today is to venture into this dense wilderness. I will explore the very places where sightings have been reported for generations. I'm not just looking for a monster, I'm looking for evidence, for a sign that something extraordinary shares this planet with us. This is not about fear. It is about curiosity and respect for the unknown. We will move carefully, listen intently, and observe everything around us. The forest has a language of its own, and if we are patient, it might just reveal some of its secrets. This is a journey that requires all your senses to be sharp and ready for anything. Embarking on this quest feels like stepping back in time. In these woods, technology and modern life fade away. You are left with just your wits and your will to explore. The thrill of the search comes from the possibility that around any corner behind any ancient tree, you might find something that changes our understanding of the world. It is this potential for discovery that drives explorers and adventurers. The forest holds the promise of a great mystery, and today we are going to dive headfirst into it. The adventure begins now, and we must be prepared for whatever we might find. Walking through the forest is an experience that engages all your senses. You have to be alert. Listen. The first thing you notice is the sound, or sometimes the lack of it. There's the gentle rustle of leaves as a light breeze moves through the canopy high above. You can hear the distant call of a bird echoing through the trees or the snap of a twig under your boots. These sounds tell a story. They tell you if you are alone or if something else is moving nearby. Silence in the woods can be just as telling. It can mean a large predator is close, causing all other animals to go quiet. Then there is the smell of the wilderness. It is a rich and complex aroma that changes with every step you take. You can smell the sweet, earthy scent of decaying leaves on the forest floor, a sign of nature's constant cycle of life and death. There is the sharp, clean fragrance of pine needles, especially after a light rain has washed the dust from them. Sometimes, you might catch the musky scent of an animal's trail. Your nose can be a powerful tool out here. It can warn you of danger or guide you toward a water source. It connects you directly to the environment in a very primal way. Visually, the forest is a maze of light and shadow. Sunlight filters through the dense leaves above, creating shifting patterns on the ground. This can play tricks on your eyes. A strangely shaped stump can look like a crouching figure, and the way the shadows fall can create illusions of movement in your peripheral vision. You have to train your eyes to see beyond the obvious, to spot things that are out of place. Look for unnatural shapes, for colors that don't belong, and for any sign of disturbance in the natural pattern of the woods. It's a game of patience and observation. Feeling the forest is also crucial. You can feel the texture of the rough bark on an old tree or the soft, springy moss growing on a fallen log. The ground beneath your feet tells you a lot about the area. Is it soft and muddy, indicating recent rain or a nearby stream? Or is it hard and dry? The temperature can change suddenly as you move from an open clearing into a deeply shaded grove. This physical connection to your surroundings keeps you grounded and aware. It helps you understand the landscape and move through it safely and effectively on your search for clues. When you are tracking an animal as elusive as Bigfoot, you must know what signs to look for. The most famous piece of evidence, of course, is the footprint. These are not your average tracks. Legends describe footprints that are enormous, sometimes up to 2 feet long and incredibly wide. Finding a track like this is the ultimate goal for any Bigfoot researcher. A clear print in mud or soft earth could reveal the size, weight, and stride of the creature. It is the kind of hard evidence that is difficult to dismiss. You have to scan the ground constantly, especially near creeks and game trails. Beyond footprints, there are other, more subtle signs to consider. Look for broken branches high up in the trees, far higher than a human or a deer could reach. Large creatures moving through dense forest would need to push branches out of their way, often snapping them in the process. Another sign to look for are tree structures. These are strange arrangements of logs and branches, like large nests on the ground or trees bent and woven together in ways that don't seem natural. Some believe these could be shelters or territory markers left by a Sasquatch. You also have to use your ears. Many eyewitnesses report hearing strange sounds before a sighting. These aren't the normal sounds of the forest. People describe loud guttural howls that echo through the valleys, unlike any known animal call. Others report hearing a strange, low-frequency chattering or wood knocks, loud, rhythmic banging sounds, as if someone is striking a tree with a thick branch. These knocks are thought to be a form of communication, a way for these creatures to signal each other over long distances without giving away their exact position. Listening for these sounds requires complete silence and patience. Finally, there is the element of smell. Many reports of Bigfoot encounters mention a powerful, unpleasant odor. It is often described as a mix of a wet dog, rotting garbage, and a skunk, a strong, musky smell that hangs in the air. This powerful scent could be a defense mechanism or simply the natural smell of a large, unwashed primate. If you suddenly catch a whiff of something truly foul and out of place in the clean forest air, it's a sign that you should be on high alert. Something large and unusual could be nearby, just out of sight. There are countless stories about Bigfoot from all over North America. One of the most famous tales comes from Ape Canyon in Washington state. In 1924, a group of miners claimed they were attacked by several large, ape-like creatures. They said the creatures threw giant rocks at their cabin all night long. The men were terrified, firing their rifles into the darkness to scare them away. When morning came, they fled the area and told their incredible story. This event became a cornerstone of Bigfoot lore, a dramatic account of a close and terrifying encounter with these mysterious beings. These legends are not just modern inventions. They are deeply rooted in the traditions of many Native American tribes. For centuries, these cultures have passed down stories of a wild man of the woods. They have various names for him, but the descriptions are often very similar. A tall, hairy, powerful being that avoids humans and lives a solitary life in the mountains and deep forests. These stories are told with great respect, viewing the creature not as a monster, but as a spiritual being, a guardian of the wilderness that should be left in peace. It shows us this legend is ancient. After a full day of searching, the forest begins to grow dark. My own adventure did not lead to a face-to-face encounter with a giant primate. I found no definitive footprints, nor did I hear any bone-chilling howls. But the experience was still incredible. Being out here, completely immersed in nature, makes you feel alive. It sharpens your senses and forces you to be present in the moment. The search for Bigfoot is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. It is about connecting with the wild and embracing the thrill of the unknown. So, do I believe Bigfoot is real? I believe that our planet is full of surprises. There are vast, unexplored wilderness areas where a creature like this could absolutely survive, hidden from our view. We are still discovering new species of animals all the time. The lack of a body is not definitive proof of absence. For me, the question is not just whether Bigfoot exists, but what it represents. It represents the wild, untamed corners of our world. And as long as those places exist, the legend of Bigfoot will continue to inspire us to get out there and explore. The mystery lives on.